Welcome to lecture 4 of week 3 of the topic Sustainable Solid Waste Management Challenges, Opportunity and Threat. I have already covered functional element of solid waste management, material flow in society in earlier lectures. Now I am going to cover circular economy associated with solid waste management. The content will be what is circular economy, principles of circular economy in solid waste management, comparison between linear and circular economy, how does circular economy works, need for circular economy and solid waste management, role of informal sector in circular economy and solid waste management, key strategies for implementing circular economy in solid waste management, and benefits of circular economy in solid waste management. What is circular economy? It is an economic system based on the reuse and regeneration of materials or products, especially as a mean of continuing production in a sustainable or environmentally friendly way. In a circular economy, products and materials are kept in circulation through processes like maintenance, reuse, refurbish, remanufacture, recycling and composting process. The concept of sustainable economy has gained attraction in recent years, inspiring environmentalists, government people and businesses alike. The circular economy helps in efficiently tackling climate change and other global challenges like biodiversity loss, waste and pollution by decoupling economic activity from the consumption of finite resource. According to World Economic Forum, a circular economy is an industrial system that is restorative and or regenerative by intention and by design. Circular economy can also be defined as a system in which production, consumption and trade are designed to maximize the net extraction of key resources such as fossil fuel, raw materials, water and land, and the environment in pollutants along with the diminishing negative environmental and health impacts. To better understand circular economy, we can compare it with our current industrial economy, which is dominated by linear process. Imagine a massive network of conveyor belt where goods are produced and ultimately discarded at last. This one-way flow has a clear beginning and clear end. So the linear economy has a sharp beginning as well as sharp end. Solid waste management plays a very vital role in this transit by extending product life cycle through reuse, recovering material through recycling process, reducing the volume of waste sent to the landfill, creating new resource from waste. This is a figure of linear economy where there is a product, there is a seller that use, and finally the end product which are not of any use are either incinerated or landfilled. Imagine a massive network of conveyor belt where goods are produced, used and ultimately discarded. This one way has a clear beginning and clear end, as already said. Our current industrial economy is dominated by linear processes. A circular economy works quite differentially. It closes the loop on the linear take, make, consume, throw away pattern by retaining the highest utility value of products, component and material for as long as possible. With circular economy activity, waste is reduced to minimum because everything produced is transferred and used somewhere else continuously as a resource. This figure very well depicts the circular economy. You can see there is a use of the product in recycling, refurbishing, repair can be further used, reuse, sell and it can be further used, refurbish it, produce and sell it and further use it. So there is this cycle loop that is never ending. Principles of circular economy in solid waste management. The first one is design out waste and pollution. Products are designed with longer lifespan, easy disassembly and recyclability in mind. It also encourages eco-design and minimal packaging to reduce waste at the source. Second is keep product and material in use. Promote reuse, repair, refurbishing and remanufacturing. Materials are recycled back into the economy through converting them into new products instead of being discarded. either in landfill or in the open dumping. The next is regenerate natural system. Organic waste is composted to restore soil health. It reduces the need of synthetic fertilizer and promote sustainable agriculture. The reduction in need of synthetic fertilizer will definitely help in improving the soil health, and also it will help the economy of the country as well as the people using the synthetic fertilizer earlier. Next is energy recovery. Generating biomass, electricity or heat from waste. It will definitely help reduce the burden on renewable sources such as coal, and ultimately the mining activity of the coal and other fuel product will be lessened. Next is safe disposal. Ensuring hazardous waste are treated properly. So ultimately the loss due to hazardous waste can be minimized. This figure shows the comparison between linear and circular economy. Like the feature is focus, where in linear economy consumption and disposal is there, and in circular economy resource efficiency and closed loop system. Waste management approach, if you talk about in linear economy, disposal oriented, and circular it is recovery oriented. As far as the environmental impact is concerned, the linear economy has negative impact, whereas the circular economy has a positive impact. As far as the value recovery is concerned, in linear economy it is limited or almost none, whereas in circular economy material and energy recovered and they are reinvested. As far as the job creation is concerned, in linear economy mostly in collection and disposal of waste, whereas in circular economy more diverse repair, manufacture and recycling process create the job. Circular economy based solid waste management for accelerating the progress of achieving sustainable development goals. Incorporating CE principle in waste management system could enable the recovery of economic growth. The CE system or circular economy system strives to integrate the three pillars of sustainable development, which is economic, environmental and social, through a symbiotic approach to recover energy and material from waste, design durable products and extend the service of life system. The circular economy needs a smarter approach to bend the linear flow of the material. To avoid disposal, this transition requires swift action and strong policies. A framework based on 10 common circular economy strategies, which are recovery, recycle, repurpose, remanufacturing, refurbish, repair, reuse, reduce, rethink and refuse, or 10 R's, is often proposed to transit into circular economy. Dr. Morcelletto of Rotterdam School of Management organized the idea of 10R into three groups approach. First is useful application of material, second is extended the lifespan of products and their parts, third is smarter product manufacturing and use. This picture shows the clear difference between linear circular economy to achieve sustainable development goals. Linear economy is based on take, make, use, dispose, and large volume or large burden to dispose is there. Whereas the circular economy, the approach is guided by principle of refuse, rethink and reduce, and 10R principle are implemented in take, make, use and dispose, and at last the minuscule volume of or less burden to lawfully dispose. The concept of 10R during the implementation of circular economy based solid waste management is very clearly depicted in this figure. And by following the 10R principle, we are moving from linear economy to circular economy. This is the outline of circular economy. This figure is known as the butterfly diagram, in which the butterfly diagram illustrates the continuous flow of material in a circular economy. There are two main cycles, the technical cycle, which is here, and next is the biological cycle. In the technical cycle, product and material are kept in circulation through processes such as reuse, repair, remanufacture and recycling. In the biological cycle, the nutrients from biodegradable material are returned to the earth to regenerate nature. The primary purpose of the circular economy approach is through product and process design to minimize or eliminate negative environmental or social impacts. It embeds at its core the principle of technology justice. The tenant, that everyone should have the right to use technology that help them live the life they value, provided that does not impact on others' ability now or in the future to do the same. In addition to environmental benefits, circular economy has the potential to create substantial employment benefits, both in developed as well as in the developing countries, with the potential to impact on the poverty in the later, because the developing country, it is supposed that there are crisis of employment. So that will help in improving the GDP and status of livelihood. How the circular economy works? First is design out waste and pollution. Circular economy design out economic activities that negatively impact human health and natural system. This includes the release of greenhouse gas, all type of pollution and traffic congestion. Next is keep product and material in use. Circular economy favors designing products for durability, reuse, remanufacturing and recycling to keep materials circulating for as long as possible. It's an economy that encourages many different uses for materials instead of just using them up. Next is regenerate living systems. Circular economy avoids the use of fossil fuels and non-renewable energy by preserving and enhancing renewable energy resources. It returns valuable nutrients to the soil to support regeneration and actively improve the environment. Now the need of circular economy. Waste generation are one of the challenging issues due to anthropogenous activities that need to be managed scientifically without compromising environmental sustainability. Alone, India generates 1,09,598 tons of solid waste per day and is projected to reach about 3,76,639 tons per day by 2025. Increasing urbanization, urban population is pushing additional pressure on non-renewable resources for food and energy security. Hence, innovative ways to manage urban waste is desired. Therefore, it is imperative to manage urban waste, both solid as well as liquid, in such a way that besides managing the quality and quantity, it will help in reducing our dependency on non-renewable sources so as to sustain the environment. Using nutrient recovery method of municipal solid waste is one such approach in direction of urban sustainability. Solid waste, wastewater and biosolids have high nutritive value and can be utilized in different forms. Waste can be utilized, circular economy and solid waste management. Waste can be utilized for production of different value-added byproducts through various methods, further propagating circular bioeconomy. The circular economy is a model of production and consumption that aims to keep material, product and resources in use for as long as possible. It contrasts with the traditional linear economy system, which follows a take, make and dispose pattern, leading to resource depletion and increasing waste load. It plays a crucial role in transforming how society handles waste by reducing waste generation, encouraging reuse, recycling materials, maximizing resource efficiency and recovering energy as long as possible. The circular economy offers a sustainable way forward for modern society, deeply intertwined with effective solid waste management by viewing waste as a resource and designing systems that close the loop. We can protect the environment, save resources and build a more resilient economy. There are two figures. In one, contemporary environmental issues due to unprecedented population growth is discussed, where there is energy security, food security, land degradation, climate change, pollution, water and wastewater regeneration and adverse impact on ecosystem due to urbanization and population growth. Whereas in the next, there is resource recovery from waste and wastewater application. The renewable energy, employment generation, improved agriculture, modifies soil texture, soil conditioner, compost, vermicompost can be generated using different technology and using waste and wastewater as a resource. Inclusion of concept of circular economy in prevailing solid waste management practices. Concept of C or circular economy can play a powerful role in implementation of closed loop system in the existing waste ecosystem. It will achieve by processing the products material component after the end of life into valuable resource for manufacturing other product, material and component. Hence, it is necessary to calculate the waste volume and assess the requirement for reagent raw material. It is now high time for developing countries to start focusing on C as a model for facilitating waste, energy recovery and policy creating tools especially for MSW management and recovery. This is a comparison between the current scenario and the proposed one is given on the right. Role of informal sector in circular economy and solid waste management. The informal sector plays a very crucial role in both solid waste management and the circular economy by providing essential services like waste collection, sorting and recycling, often contributing to a more sustainable and efficient system than formally managed solution. This sector is particularly important in developing countries where it can significantly reduce the burden on formal waste management system and contribute to environmental sustainability because there, due to the financial load, they are not able to collect the waste significantly because their purchasing power is very less to purchase the modern equipments. The informal sector contributes significantly in various ways in circular economy and waste management activities such as waste collection and sorting, recycling operation, reducing the cost, economic benefits and at last the environmental sustainability. This figure shows the role of informal sector in designing supply chain by incorporating circular economy approach. Like in the linear economy, there is a extraction, manufacturing, distribution, utilization, generation and storage, collection and storage, transfer and at last treatment and disposal. If you talk about the circular economy, the waste pickers, segregators and there is a recycler which play a very significant role in formation of the circular economy group and it supplies the waste to either manufacturer or waste can be utilized directly. In India, based on survey with 200 informal waste pickers and 200 segregators in Delhi by Handy 2019, waste diverted per year is 170 tons, earning is around $270 per month, specialized in single materials 69% and average revenue per month is $12 by segregator and traders, as well as the informal waste picker earning is $2,070 per month. Key strategies for implementing circular economy in solid waste management. First is waste prevention and reduction at source. The first and most effective step in minimizing waste generation through eco-design, designing products with longer life-ability and recyclability in the mind, consumer awareness, campaigns to educate, reduce overconsumption and encourage sustainable purchasing, packaging optimization, reducing packaging material or switching to reusable alternatives. The next key strategy is source segregation and collection. Efficient segregation of waste at the source is essential for maximizing recovery. Strategies include providing color-coded bins for dry, wet and hazardous waste, educating the public on proper segregation, incentivizing compliance through pay-as-you-throw model or rewards. Next key strategy is recycling and material recovery. Recycling is a cornerstone of circular solid waste management. To enhance it, invest in material recovery facility to process segregated waste. Next is encourage market for recycled products through government procurement and eco-labeling. Foster public-private partnership to scale recycling infrastructure. Next is composting and ordering waste treatment. Ordering waste can be turned into compost, biogas and other bio-based products. Promote decentralized composting at community level or household levels. Establish centralized composting plant for city-wise ordering waste management. Utilize anaerobic digestion for biogas generation from food and agriculture waste, and also the slurry can be used in soil as a fertilizer. Next is extended producer responsibility. Hold producer accountable for the life cycle of their products, especially for plastic, electronic and packaging. This can include mandatory take-back programs, product is designed to enhance recyclability, support for recycling infrastructure. Next is circular-based business model. Encourage businessmen to adopt a model that reduce waste and extend product life, such as product as a service, sharing economy platforms, repair and refurbish centers. Next is digital tools and smart waste management. Leverage technology to improve efficiency and transparency as well. IoT-based smart bins to optimize collection route, blockchain, apps and platform for citizens to report issues or assess recycling information. Next is integration of informal sector. In many developing countries, the informal sectors play a very vital role in waste collection and recycling purposes. A strategy includes formalizing informal workers through training and cooperative models, providing social protection and legal recognition, integrating them into municipal system. Next is policy and institutional frameworks. Robust regulatory support is vital. Government should set targets for waste reduction, recycling and landfill diversion, impose landfill bans or taxes for recyclable materials, support innovation and circular startup through funding and incentives. Next is education and public engagement or awareness. Behavioral changes is central to circular economy approach. Launch a school and community program on circular livings, encourage businesses to engage customers in recycling and reuse initiative, use social media and local leaders to build momentum. This is the food waste prevention policies. Food waste prevention policy need to be designed based on the geographic and regional specific condition by integrating community needs, food supply variation, waste generation rate, behavior and attitude of stakeholders. Policy directives requires a multifaceted approach to address logical, infrastructure and social aspects associated with waste prevention. Public participation, performance indicator, political willingness, uncertainty on policy outcomes are the challenges in implementation of food waste prevention policies. The economic component in policy should emphasize notions like food waste as a resource and impact on the environment along with other behavioral interventions. Circular economy approach in plastic waste management. By an efficient recycling system, a local industry can emerge and recover material, energy and socio-economic value from recycling waste of the plastic. Due to technical constraint in plastic waste recycling compared to relatively simple conventional waste disposal system, recycling is often considered a costly option. To encourage such environmentally friendly sustainable venture, this additional cost must be covered by producers and consumers of plastic goods through extended producer responsibility. Transition to economic and environmentally sustainable technology such as pyrolysis with a potential to deliver byproducts of good commercial value can enhance material and energy recovery from plastic waste following circular economy principle. Circular economy approach for electronic waste. E-waste is an urban mine with the potential to recover several precious critical and other non-critical metals that if recycled can be used as secondary raw material. More specific sub-indicator has to be recognized for monitoring growth in the e-waste stream, which is of concern due to both its potential hazardous and its residential value. Business model in which manufacturer retains ownership and responsibility for the product have led to higher rates of recovery and reuse in products. Adopting such business model can help in the capture of greater value in electronic products while developing a new type of relationship with customers and keeping value resource in the use for longer. This figure shows the waste hierarchy framework addressing waste management practices before and after waste generation and separation. Like generation, we have to rethink, reduce and refuse. After collection, storage and transfer, it can be either reuse, recycle, recover or dispose of. Reuse can be repair or repurpose, recover, compost and incinerate, and in disposal, sanitary landfill, controlled dumping and open dumping is there. Benefits of circular economy. First benefit is waste reduction. One of the primary benefits is significant reduction of waste generated. Second is resource conservation. It promotes the efficient use of raw material through reuse and recycling. Third is environmental protection. Reducing waste and resource extraction help lower pollution level. Fourth is economic opportunities. Circular practices can generate new business model and revenue system through repair, refurbishment, recycling and sharing services. This shift can lead to job creation in sectors like manufacturing, waste sorting and sustainable product design. Next is cost saving. Business and municipality can save on raw material cost and waste disposal expenses. Sixth one is innovation and technological advancement. A circular approach encourages innovation in product design, material science and waste processing technologies. Next is improve public health and sanitation. By reducing open dumping and promoting better waste segregation and recycling, circular economy contribute to a cleaner urban environment, thus improving public health and sanitation. And next is community engagement and awareness. By using the community engagement awareness initiative often involve public participation in segregation at source, composting and recycling. This fosters a culture of environmental responsibility and community involvement in waste management. These are the references used in this lecture preparation and for further reading also. So thank you for being part of this lecture. Thank you all.